5 George K.
5 George K.
5 George K. 496 Broadway between Bloom and Spring.
10-4.
Hey everybody, this is a Shadowbox, and we've got another interview with leadership of the 10-8 clan. Today we're going to be rolling with State Police. Of course, I'm a commander with the State Police, but we've got our commissioner, Unit 400 Anthony, waiting for us at the station just down the street. It's urgent. We have to get there, like, now. If I could figure out my ELS. And you see we got some cars in the motor pool here. Looking nice, looking sharp. Hey, Commissioner.
Hey, Nick.
So how are you doing today?
Oh, doing good.
Alright, are you ready for a ride along?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, let's hop in.
Putting in that OT. I'm getting paid for this, right?
Sure. You take Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
$400 in service.
Alright, so what's the plan here, Anthony? Like, what are we going to be doing as a state unit in a general patrol?
Well, for the most part with state, we're going to be patrolling the, here in Algonquin, we're patrolling the Union Drive, so East and West Union Drive. Running additional backup to LCPD whenever they have additionally, need help on, different calls. Sometimes, depending on the busy nights, we'll have speed traps, and checkpoint set up.
So pretty much just like a real state police department.
Absolutely.
And I think it's worth pointing out that the name of the department is State Police, not Highway Patrol. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Oh yeah, so Highway Patrol is just a division of State Police. So we call ourselves, the Liberty State Police, but here in 10-8 Roleplay, we're Liberty State Highway Patrol. So essentially, we're the Highway Patrol division for Liberty City. But being State Police, we of course have statewide jurisdiction whenever we're needed to go anywhere we can get there.
So it's not like if we pull someone over in the city, they can just drive away because we're technically supposed to be on the highway.
No, not at all. We pull someone over anywhere on this map, then we've got full jurisdiction to do whatever needs to be done to them.
So what kind of vehicles do we get in State Police? As I understand, we got a small handful of them to pick from.
Yeah, so our State Police, we run with 3 different types of vehicles. We have our Crown Vics, and we run with the Chargers. And then some of our specialty units use like the Suburbans. But basically what happens, you join the clan, you join the State Police, you go through your cadet and go through a probationary trooper phase. As a probationary trooper, and as troopers, rank 1 through 3, you get to drive this wonderful Crown Vic. Except for instead of having this wonderful white paint job here, it's blue. With some white into it. It's really nice. Then once you become Trooper 3.
Go ahead, 101.
101, I have a active pursuit going southbound Hickey Bridge. We're going to be crossing over going to Union Drive West. A silver bike occupied 2 times.
10-4.
400's going to be in route code 3. Heading opposite direction to you, 100.
And for driving patterns pretty erratic, he's possibly intoxicated, so just beware whenever you're coming up.
10-4.
Passing Hellgate.
Still one around.
Passing Castle Drive. He's turning. Open a U-turn now northbound and drive west.
.400 secondary.
Ooh, 1050. They just got ejected. Everybody good?
400 dispatch rolled coroner to the scene here on Union Drive West.
101 also be advised, shots fired, both subjects down.
Weapons secure.
My game just kind of like spazzed out there. I couldn't really do anything. And I have a coffee cup. Lovely.
Still one on scene.
Got one DOA, one dead.
2.
Alright, so that was interesting.
If y'all want to go ahead and clear the scene, I'll get y'all's info later for the report. And I'll get EMS en route.
Sounds good. .400's gonna be in service. Wow, what a great way to start off the day.
A little bit of action.
Just a little bit.
Never hurts anyone, unless that anyone pulls a gun on the police.
That's the truth. Normally you don't see too much of that, but sometimes, it does happen.
2-1, I'm actually calling EMS, so if you want to clear, I don't know if they'll cause you to crash or not.
Now, one thing
Hello.
sometimes you'll see in those pursuits is whenever state police is going to respond, they'll take over the pursuit just depending on what's going on. Usually that's going to be due to, of course, they have our troopers have advanced training in pursuits, which gives them a little bit of an edge over your normal PD and sheriff's department.
Still one back in service.
Does that car look pretty beat up in front of us?
Not on my screen.
On my screen, he's got a dented in back end and no work, and left taillights out, and engine's running rough. Weird.
Weird.
So what are some of the subdivisions that troopers can join with state police?
So, state police, we've got our 3 main divisions. We have HRT, which is a hostage response team. We have our unmarked highway patrol, and then of course we have K9. The 4th division that we have, it's sort of under us, but it's sort of its own thing at the same time, which is our aviation team. But for example, you have a hostage response team, which is HRT for short. They are, they handle situations where suspects taken a hostage, and they're kind of like a SWAT team or like a negotiating team, if that sort of makes sense.
Right.
Then of course we have our unmarked highway patrol, which is basically don't have any examples here to show you, but like you see the FXT up there, that's going to be you see officers in those unmarked vehicles, and what they'll do is they'll patrol the streets, patrol the highways, trying to find speeders or any suspicious activity that's occurring on the roads, and they will pull people over or call it into a marked vehicle like what we're driving here, and we'll just assist them on certain incidents like that. They'll also handle some traffic events to help out with like checkpoints so that cars move over into one lane, as well as RTAs or motor vehicle accidents.
Cool. And what about K9? Like, what are some of their duties?
K9 will respond to some certain calls. Say if we have a traffic stop or we have suspicious activity, or if we have one in custody from a traffic stop, we'll have them respond. We'll have one of them respond to search the vehicle looking for narcotics or any type of weapons. They will also respond to vehicle accident scenes to assist with any type of suspected drug paraphernalia or anything like that.
Cool.
And then, of course, we have our aviation department, which that's going to be, of course, our team that supports, in pursuits. They do, their own patrols, just about everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're kind of a big deal.
Well, since you lead it and all, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll chime in there. With aviation, we have 3 different responsibilities for a pilot, like 3 general responsibilities. You can be a general patrol pilot, a SWAT certified pilot, or a medical response pilot. Just to give you a brief overview. Well, it's technically a state police department or subdivision, but it does accept members from all departments. This guy.
State trooper, pull over now!
I thought I was going to turn there. Ah, he glitched out. Try and stop him again.
Please pull over to the side of the road!
Yay, LCPD FR.
I know, right?
Please pull over now!
Are you really going to stop? Nope. Alright, so that's...
101. I'm at the intersection of Jade Street and Columbus. I have a female walking with a firearm.
Tim.
201, you can show me around.
Laser deployed. Weapons drop. She's complying. I have the weapon secured. One, I'll be en route to 5 with 1 female 17.
10-4, 101.
201 back in service.
Alright, Anthony, so in your mind, what makes state police the department to join?
So the best thing about state police is that you're not going to find rookie officers. Our state police department requires officers to have been within the tenant roleplay community and been with either Liberty City Police Department or our Liberty Sheriff's Department for at least 30 days, along with reaching the ranks in those departments at Deputy 3 or Patrolman 3. The ideal, of course, behind that is that way we have officers who've been with the clan long enough to understand, and they're comfortable with all the calls and any type of codes, and to have the ability to respond to just about anything out there. And the advancement behind that is they've been in the clan, so then they go through our advanced training, which is of course going to be the advanced trooper training, in their own academy. So you get when you're in the police department, when you're in Liberty State, you have experienced officers who you're going to find it's going to be hard to find someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
Alright, that makes sense.
201 dispatch.
201.
Coming en route to NVA, possible injury, southbound lane, Union Drive West, cross from 3177.
10-4, 201.
400 201 direct. You need any additionals at this time?
You can go ahead and roll 1.
10-4 on my way. 400 dispatch. I'm en route to NVA for 201's assistance.
10-4, 400.
One's also going to be en route for traffic control.
Bill 1, show me on scene. Bill 1, there's gonna be no injuries at this time. You can step down.
Is it both of these vehicles?
And we'll
Watch your step as you get out there.
May I see your ID, please?
I don't like the looks of these cars. Looks like they could go up anytime.
Get out of the car now! Step out of the damn vehicle and no tricks!
Watch out, incoming.
Looks like we do have an injury.
Place your hands on top of your head so I can frisk you.
101, I'm getting calls of shots fired involving numerous people. I have to clear
400
those
and
roadblocks
clear scene
before I go.
Whoa, whoa, shots fired here! That was odd.
Bill 1, we got 1 signal 13.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Dang it. That's the second time I did
steals my
that.
car. The 400's en route to 101's location for assistance with shots fired. Show me route code 3.
Be on the corner of Liberty Lane and Feldspar. Got multiple shots fired already. I'll take left, I got right. Civilian coming up from the left. Last mag.
Guy in the bushes. .400, cover me. I'm gonna secure the weapons.
You got it.
Bill 1, clear MVA. I'll be on road to you.
Weapons secured.
Feldspar and Liberty Lane.
Check crossfire. You guys are across from each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I see.
We're also at that time of day where the lights are flickering.
'Cause
Alrighty.
400's back in service. You get the senior 201.
Yep.
There's one more thing that I definitely want to touch on, and a couple times you've briefly mentioned that state units get extra training, you know, something that makes them, for lack of a better term, the elite. Would you care to describe that in any more detail?
Yeah, sure. So one of the things our state officers do differently compared to our basic PD officers or our sheriff's department is that our state troopers are go through what we call essentially a driving challenge. And what we require them to do is we make them go through a certain road course in a set amount of time, without, of course, doing any damage to their vehicle that they're using. And a part of that training is to maintain control of what their car is capable of doing. And the root cause behind that is because when you're in bomb patrol with state police, usually there's only going to be maybe 2 to 3 state officers on the map. So if you have to respond to another call, you have to be able to get to that location as fast and as safe as possible to be able to back up whatever unit who's calling you for backup is. Whether that be, you're responding from Plumber Skyway over to Broker Dukes Expressway, or, East Union Drive from, over to Plumber Skyway. And what they go through is essentially, is that through that time course, is that if they can't pass that, then obviously they have to, do a lot more in detail work on their vehicle control. And at the same time, for if you're in a pursuit, one of the things we go through is how to take over a pursuit from other officers. Whereas, say if a PD officer joins a sheriff's department's pursuit, PD is not going to take over that pursuit because, well, first, they don't have the advanced training, and secondly, there's certain things that they aren't skilled in compared to where a state officer is. One thing our PD officers and sheriff's officers don't go through is what we call the pit maneuver. And essentially what that is, you move your interceptor vehicle alongside of the suspect, put your vehicle on their car's right rear bumper or left rear bumper, depending on your direction of travel, and you flip their car around in front of you across the front of your grill there, and bring them to a complete stop, while not injuring other people and other pedestrians on the road.
That sounds pretty
And then,
intense.
going from the road course, of course, they also go through what we call it's basically our own SWAT training, where they go through and they're able to handle SWAT return calls. Say if we have a shooter in a hospital or a shooter in an apartment, they go through that in-depth training to know how to handle those situations. Where PD and the sheriff's department have their own SWAT departments who are trained, of course, in the same type of training. We go in a little more depth as far as what tactics that our SWAT team and our department officers can handle versus what they can.
101 shots fired.
Going on.
3209. 3110. I'm in a foot pursuit. Possible drug activity. Gonna be running underneath Broker Bridge on
You're so fucked on this one.
Guess you get to see some of that pursuit driving training. 400's gonna be in route code 3. And what I just demonstrated to you there is what not to do when going through an intersection.
So that was a purposeful demonstration, of course.
Absolutely. That was another officer in a drug seized car. Had it set up there for you.
I got one in custody. The other one's down right next to my car. 201, take a left. Situation's all clear.
400 reducing to code 3. Code 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and transport him to the station.
So you were saying about state units being SWAT trained. So what it sounds like to me is that the state police, every officer in the state police is technically SWAT capable or SWAT certified, but they're more like a rough and ready force, like, you know, ready to go whenever. And the PD and sheriff SWAT specific units are a little more trained than than an average state unit, unless they're HRT.
Putting it that way, absolutely. You know, the SWAT is, you know, specifically designed, of course, for our PD and sheriff's department. But with having state officers who are trained to have SWAT, that puts us as being able to have a SWAT team ready to go at any time and being able to respond just about anywhere without having to wait for those SWAT officers to gear up and go, unless it's a situation that specifically needs their training.
And so we would be able to step in and like fill in the gaps in a SWAT team if, say,
Absolutely.
there was only like 2 SWAT officers in a patrol. We could, and 2 state units, we could make up a 4-man fire team.
That is absolutely correct.
Please pull over to the side of the road.
Obstruction of traffic.
Guess what?
Oh yeah.
400 dispatch, be advised, I'm in a vehicle pursuit north Union Drive East, silver PMP 600. Oh, 1050 into the median. Right at block 3148.
10-4, I'll be en route. 101's on Albany, just parallel with you. He's still going north?
10-4.
Stand by. 10-4 still going northbound.
201, I'll be in there.
I'm gonna go for tires up here at the next intersection.
10-4. Speeds are going about 50 miles per hour. Very erratic driving.
I don't think I got him.
Negative.
We're on westbound Topaz.
101 secondary.
Vehicle conditions are light. Oh, he's gonna brake check me.
On Frankfurt. Follow through.
Go one there.
Successful pit.
Successful.
Really?
Oh.
Got a lot of firepower. Or, I mean, engine power.
201, I'm going.
Watch your crossfires, guys.
Step outside your car immediately.
201, go ahead and back your vehicle up.
Despawn? Oh.
I got less lethal.
Freeze, jerk off.
These are deployed.
Hell do you want to hit an old man for?
He's compliant.
Put your hands on your fucking head and don't make any
Oh.
sudden movements.
Signal 13.
Yep. Well, that was another interesting one. Who's dead? No one, apparently. Okay. Ow! Oh! Code 44 officer struck by vehicle. Green FXT. Southbound Frankfurt.
Go, go, go.
Got his hazards on. Oh shit.
I
Brake checked the hell out of me.
ignore that one.
LCPDFR crashed in my ear.
Ew.
Just a second, Nick. And sometimes the state police use unconventional weapons, like, you know, other people's cars. Alright, 400's back in service.
101's in ramp to 5 with a male 17.
10-4.
201 is ours.
So any final thoughts you want to convey to any potential troopers, Anthony?
Absolutely, and to any troopers or to anyone who's thinking about joining this clan, this is one of the best places to be. Take it from the commissioner of the Liberty State Police.